The feeling is immediate. A flicker of movement in the corner of your eye. 8 legs skittering across the floor. Your heart begins to pound in your chest. Your breath catches in your throat. For many people, this is a familiar and unwelcome experience. This intense fear of spiders has a name: arachnophobia. It is one of the most common specific phobias in the world. If seeing a spider turns your world upside down for a moment, you are far from alone. This reaction is a deeply human one, shared across cultures and continents. It is a powerful response that seems to bubble up from a place beyond our conscious control. A primal, visceral jolt that demands our attention. It is important to understand that this fear is not a sign of weakness. It is not irrational in the way we might think. Instead, it is a complex tapestry woven from many different threads. Some threads are ancient, passed down through generations of human evolution. Others are more personal, stitched into our minds during childhood. This essay will gently pull at these threads. We will examine the old ideas that fuel this fear and hold them up to the light of modern science. The goal is not to dismiss your feelings, it is to understand them. This journey will be a calm one. We will start by looking at why spiders seem so different to us, their appearance, their movements. One of the deepest reasons for our fear lies in the way spiders look. Their bodies are built on a plan that is profoundly alien to our own. We are vertebrates with an internal skeleton. We have a certain symmetry. Spiders are arthropods with an external skeleton. Their body plan feels jarringly different. They have 8 legs, not 2, not 4, and often multiple pairs of eyes, arranged in unsettling patterns. This fundamental strangeness signals our brains. Our minds are wired to notice deviations from the norm. It is a survival instinct. This visual mismatch is compounded by their movement. Spiders move in ways our brains struggle to predict. They stop and start with startling quickness. Unpredictability triggers fight or flight. The amygdala takes over before conscious thought, flooding the body with adrenaline. This helps survive fast predators like snakes and scorpions. Imagine the world our ancestors lived in. Dangers in tall grass, hidden under rocks, lurking in dark caves. Hyper-awareness of small, fast, strange creatures saved lives. Today it makes us leap from a tiny house spider. Some scientists think wariness of spiders and snakes is hardwired. Not a full fear, but ready to be triggered. Seeing it as evolution reframes the fear. Not a failing, but an echo. Cognitive software that once kept us safe can misfire, labeling harmless creatures as mortal threats. Recognizing that puts the fear in context. A biological inheritance with deep logic written in our DNA. While our brains may have an ancient template for fear, much of what we feel is learned. We are not born screaming at the sight of spiders. This response is often acquired during childhood. In that moment, the child learns a powerful lesson. That small, dark creature is a source of danger and terror. The parent's fear is transferred to the child. Vicarious learning. A single dramatic event can instill a lifelong phobia. This learned fear is reinforced by the world around us. In movies and television, spiders are rarely neutral, often monstrous, tied to haunted houses, ancient tombs, evil forces. These portrayals create negative associations. Even a rare, severe bite story sticks more than millions of harmless encounters. Words have power. When we talk about spiders, we load the frame with disgust. Creepy, disgusting, nasty, plus fangs and venom. Yet in some cultures, spiders are symbols of creation, patience, wisdom. Where narratives are positive, fear is buffered. In many Western contexts, spiders are linked with dirt, neglect, and danger. Personal moments, media, and culture combine into an echo chamber for fear. A small, innate wariness can be amplified into a phobia. Each scary movie, dramatic story, and shudder adds another layer. We become conditioned to expect a negative experience. On sight, The brain retrieves those associations and triggers the alarm. Understanding this process is key. Much of the fear is the story we were told about the spider. One of the most powerful ways to reduce fear is to replace myths with facts. Many common beliefs about spiders are simply untrue. They're like ghost stories that make the world seem scarier than it is. Perhaps the biggest myth is that spiders are aggressive and seek to bite humans. Reality, the opposite. They are shy and reclusive. They flee or hide. A bite is last resort self-defense, typically when pressed against skin, trapped in clothing, or cornered during web destruction. They do not hunt people. Another myth says most spiders are deadly. Nearly all have venom, to subdue insects and small arthropods. But most venoms are far too weak for humans. Many fangs are too small to puncture skin. Of 50,000 plus species, less than 1% are medically significant. In places like the UK, there are no fatal spiders. You do not swallow spiders in your sleep. That hoax proved how fast misinformation spreads. A sleeping person's vibrations make a terrifying landscape for spiders. The daddy longlegs myth is also false. Often not true spiders, and even when venomous, it's harmless to humans. Most spider bites are misattributed. Fleas, bedbugs, mites, biting flies, skin infections, allergies are common causes. Knowing the facts replaces panic with reason. Spiders aren't lurking assassins, but small, delicate animals simply trying to survive. When we see a spider, our first thought is often threat. But if we pause, we can see them differently. Spiders are vital in nearly every ecosystem, nature's unseen workforce providing a critical service every day. Predators by profession, they consume staggering numbers of insects. Globally, spiders eat an estimated 400 and 800 million tons of prey each year, more than the total meat and fish humans consume. In our homes, they're free pest control, quietly hunting mosquitoes, flies, moths, and other insects. They are not a sign of dirt. They reflect a balanced indoor ecosystem. Remove the spider and its prey can flourish. Spiders are generalists, eating aphids, caterpillars, grasshoppers, beetles, many top agricultural pests. Encouraging spiders reduces pesticide use, better for wildlife, the environment, and our food. Tiny guardians of our food supply. Spiders also feed birds, lizards, wasps, and other spiders, a crucial link in the food web. Their disappearance would cascade through ecosystems. Seeing diverse spiders signals healthy biodiversity, small workers doing a very big job. Understanding fear and appreciating spiders matter, but feeling safe at home matters too. Simple, calm actions help. Spiders like quiet, dark, cluttered spaces to build webs and hide. Regular dusting and vacuuming, clearing piles removes their habitats. Prevent entry. Caulk and weather stripping for windows, doors, vents. Fix screens. Yellow bug bulbs reduce insect magnets. Have a plan. Cup over spider, slide card, carry outside and release. No touch, no harm, full control. Be mindful in likely spots. Wear gloves. Teach children calmly. Show cup and card. Explain spiders eat bugs and help us. Model calm. The journey from fear to calm is gradual. It begins with understanding that spider fear is complex and common. Rooted in ancient wiring, shaped by stories, amplified by myths. Not a flaw in your character, but a shared human story. Stories can be rewritten. Start small. Look at clear photos. Notice patterns and colors. Watch a short web building clip. Controlled exposure desensitizes the alarm system. If fear impacts life, seek help. Exposure therapy and cognitive tools work. Reaching out is strength, a step toward peace and freedom. In the end, we can see monsters in shadows, or tiny, misunderstood architects, silent protectors of homes and gardens, a vital thread in life's tapestry. One day you may pause to admire a dew-kissed web, a small wonder shimmering in the morning light.